The last thing that Neil remembered, he was drunk playing a game of Zelda when he. And that somehow transported him into the game. Uh, Peace of the world, Montaru is here. Hello all, welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time we defeated Girahim in a terrible way, oh my god. That was a terrible... What am I doing? Why am I flying? Why am I flying? I messed this up. There's a piece of heart that we want to get. It's literally right by there, and I forgot about it. We needed the magma mitts for it. Anyway, like I was saying, we had a terrible run of Girahim. But, Oh, come on. Inside the volcano, inside Fanger... I'm guessing it's inside the volcano that we want. Yep. Okay, yeah. Terrible run of Girahim, but we managed to get the Master Sword. Now our Skyward Strike is, I guess, stronger. Don't need that Amber Relic. Why was I going for it? Anyway, we dig here. And we can get a blue rupee if we so choose. We can come up here. Actually, there was something else I wanted to show off. First off, we have some fairies. Don't really have the need for them. Actually, what am I talking about? I ended up using both of my red potion pluses. There's some geese in the background. Not in the game, but in real life, so if you hear geese, well... Guess I do technically need these rupees. You know what, since I have the magma mitts, I guess I can show off the Thrill Digger game. You know what, I'm going to do that. I don't necessarily need the rupees, but I'd rather have them. Though, it's kind of just like, do I want to show... Nah, just cut out that part as soon as I pretty much enter this part. Oh my goodness. Phew, that was close. Oh, I didn't know this. Apparently, after, after Fire Sanctuary, I guess, or maybe just like coming here for the Sacred Flame, you can get some cursed keys here, and that's a place you can grind up evil crystals if you need them. Of course, I do not. Goodbye. Okay, and right over here. So now I had to explain that I was pretty much here already. Might as well. Yeah. Welcome! Do you like money? How about explosions? Dig up rupees, hit a bomb, Thrill Digger? Yep, I will do the expert. Just to show off, this is literally just for money. This doesn't actually give you any sorts of, This doesn't give you any sort of thing. You lost 10 rupees. Wow. Wow, I am amazing. Here's your grand rupee total. Didn't even dig a single rupee. Not a one, you poor little digger. Here's your little tip. Low value rupees only have a few bad spots nearby. Bad spots are nearby, be careful. If your first burrow digs up behind, you'll have to admit defeat and try again, but don't let it get to you. You should try again, how about it? You know what, I'll try again. I thought that the magma mitts actually did something for this, but apparently not. Let's play money-making game. Okay. Since that was a 20 rupee, I'm going to go with you. Okay, that's 40. Checking you. Ho ho! Gonna go with you. Ah. Still, 140 rupees. I should have gone. Wow. I at least got my, like, investment back. So it's literally as if I didn't actually do this. I'll try once more off screen. There it went. But man, 211 rupees. That was fantastic. Like, the very first one I got was a silver. Try again. Yeah, no. Though... Oh, wait a second. What do you guys summon? Will this guy give us, like, little cheats? I am actually curious. I never actually did this too much in my actual, like, in real life. I think I played it once. Dig up rupees, dig up all the rupees, you'll receive a rare treasure. Yeah, nope. But... oh, it doesn't... I actually have to shoot them? I still love this. I still love that you can literally just shoot those things and get some rubies, yep. Lamp oil rope. I'm just quoting everything. I did actually, there is actually sort of a reason for that. I recently watched the Legend of Zelda animated cartoon. And I'm kind of upset that I didn't watch that, like, before certain things, because there was one line that was hilarious, and it would have fit, like, whenever one of the earlier parts, or not earlier parts, but a part a little bit ago. So, Link, like, gets a grappling hook, and hooks it over, like, a tower, is going to swing into Zelda's room. The king goes over to him just like, what are you doing? I'm going to swing through your daughter's window and try and get her to kiss me. And the king says, not like that. No, you're not. You're gonna need flowers if you need that. Gives him a bouquet of flowers. Like, what? What? Ugh. It was hilarious. Oh, come on. Where is it? Oh, they're both in there. Yeah, there's... okay. We can get these, but... no, not going to. One thing I will be doing, though, is... real quick. Now that we have completed the, Fire Sanctuary, we head into the Bazaar. We will notice that... we got... wait, what? I guess that's not yet. I guess that's later. Okay. Yes, my plan is a... yes, I do know exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm going to head right off to The Gate of Time. I thought there was going to be a little bit of side quest, but there's literally no side quest open for us. The only thing somewhat close to side questing we can do is get those two goddess cubes, and we're gonna be heading there, heading into the Thunderhead. We're required to head into the Thunderhead at a later point, so there's no real point to do that. Yeah, just behind the temple. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be a little bit of an in-between episode, considering we literally just fought Girahim, but no, there's... What? What? I forgot this place became, like, incredibly hostile. Thankfully, with the, Master Sword, like, these guys are pretty much nothing. Wow, our Sword Beam is finally, our Sword Beam, my god. Our, Skyward Strike is finally, like, not too overpowered. Yeah, I have a fairy, so... And all of my, extra things are like, out of use. And there's a fairy in here, if I recall. I have... How many hearts am I missing? Pretty sure I'm missing exactly 6, so... Okay, not exactly 6. I'm missing 8. So, Impa's gonna scald me. I just find that so amusing that she just, like... I just imagine her staring at us very impudently, like... What are you doing, Link?
Ah, your sword. There can be no doubt the sacred flames have purified this blade. Well done, Link. That sword holds tremendous power. That power is a sacred force. It is a divine power left to us by the gods of old, the same power that is spoken of in the Ballad of the Goddess. To look upon you is to see the same great power now flowing through you and the sword you carry. Come, Link, you must now open the Gate of Time. Now that the sacred force dwells within your blade, strike the Gate of Time with a Skyward Strike, and it will surely awaken. Climb up to the pedestal. Yes, I'm already here. Whoa! Oh. No, I fear the seal has given way once again. That terrible beast is awakening even as we speak. It's likely that the monster reacted to the sacred power given off by your sword. Wish it had not happened. There were no other way to open the gate, so it goes. Link, you must imprison the beast once again.
Well, his name is the Imprisoned. Alright, bring it on! This is what I've been waiting for. It's time to break out my new toy. Trust me, that flabby bag of teeth doesn't stand a chance. Well, what are we waiting for? I'm heading out there. I love Groose. I love Groose's character, how... Hello? Okay. I was hitting my I was, like, hitting the control stick, and Link wasn't moving. I really don't understand. Oh well. No. Hey, Link! Hahaha, try not to drool on your shirt as you stare at my amazing super weapon I've been working on. I call it the Groosinator! Leaves you speechless, doesn't it? It's only natural. You wouldn't believe how much time I put into building this beauty. Here, check it out. First, I got all the fences cluttering the area out of the way, then I laid down the rails for her to run on, all by myself, of course. I don't know what came over me. I had no clue I had the talent to make something like this, you know? Anyhow, you just tell me where you want me to place my shots, and I'll be putting a hurting on that ugly monster. I don't care how beefy you are, you're bound to stumble for a few moments. You take one of my big bombs to the body. Hang on, though. That monster showed up a smidge sooner than I was expecting. There are a few final adjustments I gotta make before she can move on the rails I put down. I'll call you as soon as she's ready for action. Till then, do whatever you can to hold off that beast. You got it, Groose. Darn it, I had a... I should have just walked. You do actually really want your bow out. Because... as you're going to see, whenever the imprisoned finally gets out, it's gonna take a bit, because... cutscene. See, this is the reason a lot of people don't like the imprisoned fight, because it happens again. People call it lazy that you have to... Thank you, controller. That you have to fight the same boss again. But yeah, this time, you notice that he has the electric things around his feet the entire time. Which is why... Wait, what? Okay, I was about to say, I'm just like, I know this works. Which is why... using the bow, especially the sacred bow, is probably your best bet. Oh. The other thing is that now he has hands, so he's going to try and climb up and skip a bunch of the stuff. Hey Link, the machine's all ready and smash. If that flabby sack of teas tries to climb up the wall, I can blast it up here with a bomb. Want some backup from me? Just signal if up. Sure thing, Bruce, but first I need to get into a better position. Alright, it's time for the Groose to explode with action. Just the machine's position with control stick and aim your target with the Wii remote. Once you finish, yep. Launch a bomb, Scaly's. Yeah, okay, gotcha. So, yeah. You just want to aim and fire. That'll stun him. Packs a mean punch, doesn't she? I'll tell you, I was in love the first time I pulled this lever. Start loading your back up with another bomb, so keep it, blah, 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 blah. And... oh, come on. There we go. It's one down. Going to travel up a bit. And Crusader again. Perfect. Good news with the Crusader is it's usually very well timed for, no, not the butterfly net. Here's a different boss that tweaks to that. Spoilers. Okay, if I had to guess, he's probably going to stop around here. Either here, or at the very least, this is going to be wherever the Crusader will return. Okay. He's going a bit further. Maybe it's because it, like, knows this is the, next hit. Okay. This is going much smoother than the first one. The first one, I, like, kind of panicked with that last hit. No, no, no. Okay, thank goodness. For a second I thought I missed the timing for it, but nope, got it perfect. This is at 24 minutes, and you can hear my controller just buzzing incessantly. Incessantly, I mean. Well, wrong word. Semantics. But I really don't yeah, I think I am gonna keep going for the next cutscene, because it really doesn't feel right to just leave it at this. I mean, this is kind of a good spot, but it just... no. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Now, Link, strike the sealing spike with a Skyward strike and and restore the seal, quickly!
I will do just that. What would be kind of hilarious is if you took too long, the imprisoned broke back out. Oh man. That would be really funny. Fortunately, that's not the case. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. Slash, 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 slash. There we go. I also do like how the symbols are on there, are on the ceiling spike. Nice work there, Link. Of course you couldn't get it done without me, but no need to thank Ruse. I know I saved your tail. Now let's get that Gate of Time thing up and running. I'll go on ahead. I'm not gonna run up. I'm not gonna run it up, so, I'll spare you that. Okay. Now then, let's actually open up the Gate of Time. I mean, that was the main purpose of the journey, to forage the Goddess Sword.
Seems you were successful in imprisoning the monster again. You have my thanks, Link. As do you, Groose. I do not wish to dwell on what may have been if you two hadn't been there.
Oh, you're giving me too much credit, Granny. You're the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself and put my energy in doing what I could to help.
I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential. Link, you must wonder just what you've been fighting about there in that great... There is much I could tell you, but suffice to say it is the root of the evil we face. When you pass through the Gate of Time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it in its prison 1,000 times, but it will always shatter the bonds that confine it. Such is its awesome power. We must destroy it at its source, or suffer this fate again and again. There's no time to lose. Hit the gate with a Skyward strike.
Come on already! Charge that sword up of yours with Sacred Force stuff Granny was talking about and zap the Gate of Time. Right on, Granny.
Indeed. Now, Link, go. Go to the gate.
I love how, like... I love how Groose has, like, subtly influenced Granny, and, Granny has subtly influenced Groose. Oh no, we've turned it into Legos! And Groose is falling. No, it's not Legos, it's worse. It's Tetris! Do 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 do. Come down like falling bricks. It really is Tetris, oh my goodness.
Do not fear it. It is what we have been waiting for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that will transcend the flow of time. It is a portal to the It is a portal to the past, the very place where Zelda now waits.
Don't you mean a link to the past?
Go bravely, Link. There is everything as I suspected. The reunion with Zelda you fought so hard lies beyond this gate.
No, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look after the old girl? And you know what? Nah, forget about it. I love Groos's character development. How he used to be like all pompous, be like, "Oh, I'm so much better than you, Link. You really think you can outfly me? Zelda's gonna love me." When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "What's up?" And now he's actually matured. This is one of the reasons why I love Groos. I'm pretty sure this is the reason a lot of people love Groos. In addition to being funny and his entire, and his theme song and whatnot, he really grows as a character. Which, the thing about Link is that Link, as cool a protagonist he always is, and as different as each actual Link is with their personalities, they're usually very stagnant characters in Zelda games. So it's always nice seeing the side characters, because as cool Link is, a lot of people really more like the side characters, and Groos is one of the prime examples of an amazing side character in a Zelda game, and it's so upsetting that he's never appeared again. I really wanted him in Hyrule Warriors, but he never showed up. Anyway, welcome to the Temple of Hylia. Here we are in the past.
Hey!
We could talk to Impa here.
At last. I've been expecting you, Link.
You are doubtless overwhelmed. I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess Hylia has just sealed away demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the upcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have just passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great door behind you. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Zelda. And, this is the door that we could never enter in the Sealed Temple. Zelda! You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it.
imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We travel very far from our home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales that the war we heard about in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to all be too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people, and she used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. First, she created Fee. She mated the spirit that resides in your soul to serve the single purpose to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transform her soul to the body of a mortal. She made the sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For a while, the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods. All of its power could never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last minute by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory of all my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I'd set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here, to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That's why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving in our own time. What that means, I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I'm able. The memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Zelda, no. Link, the goddess created Fee and the great blade she is a part of for a very specific purpose.
For the task of standing against Demise in his monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Link. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. By overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce! I'll do just that for you. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage. For this, I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see on the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. Kind of like in Wind Waker. That's a bit spoilery, but it's like how the Wind Waker, the Master Sword had its guards like curved in, and it was dull. Now it's like all bright, and the guards are finally out. The sword is now imbued with mystical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. It is written, only Link may defeat Ganon. Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, you'll have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in the world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the Gold Gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow I think they may have been their way of giving hope to all mortal beings of this land, which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials, and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so Hylia, so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. No, you didn't. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for putting you into all of this, Link. But you have to understand, this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may well be intended, and all that may be well intended and true, but it doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. Until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. For all this, I was just happy to spend my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. Zelda, no. While it's true I am highly reborn, I'm still my father's daughter, and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him. I'll be able to awaken. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all this is over, will you come and wake me up? Of course. Zelda is now sealed. For many, many eons she'll be sealed. Okay, that was a bit longer than I thought it would be. But I am kind of still glad that I did this as a continuation of that episode, because if I didn't, that would mean that it would have been a full episode of just Zelda talking. So you've said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There's little work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her. Go now and fulfill your destiny. Fulfill your density. Well, all we can do now is head back. Hopefully Granny will have some advice for us.
So, you've returned. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to the legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish Demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know about where it rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Link, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Link. Find the Triforce.
Whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa there. Hold up. Link, there's something I gotta tell ya. What you got, Bruce? So, Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? Actually. That's terrible. It's gotta be hard for the poor girl. But you're gonna do something about this mess, right? Link, I made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Aw, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah. I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it, but got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's gotta watch this big ugly monster, and someone's gotta make sure Granny's doing alright. Ain't as much impact as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess. But don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one beast of a tree in soil like this. It'll brighten this place up a little, too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow. As far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So, yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they look up to me. But you tell them I'm happy. Okay? Thanks, Link. So, yeah. What they said about Zelda, like, being behind here. If you could... I could have shown this off, but I didn't want to spoil it. You can actually see the crystal that Zelda's in. You could have seen this as soon as we got here. I mean, you can't tell it's Zelda, but you could have seen it. I can't... Yeah, you can't tell that that's Zelda, really. So, that was one beast of an episode. Depending on how things cut, it will still be pretty long, but that's gonna end things off for today. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, everybody, bye!